What's up, y'all? So, someone had asked me about the volume profile, and while I'm not great at it and I don't completely have in-depth understanding of it, I do use it occasionally. Why this thing keeps... There we go. So, anyways, this is TradingView. I've got the SPY pulled up, and I've got like the middle tier subscription. It only lets you have four or five main screen indicators up. I got a 5 EMA just because I've watched. That's what Josh uses a lot of times to determine overall direction on bigger time frames. So I've started using that a little bit. And to get to a fixed range volume profile, you can just go indicators and type it in. Volume. Come down. I've got it saved as like a favorite. So fixed range volume profile. Okay. And then you click where you want to start from. And I'll go back to this point here to where we started on this last run. I'm on a 4-hour time frame. We can do daily. And you see it's measuring the volume between the last point and whatever point you choose. If you want to move it on back, say to catch both these runs and see where a lot of trading took place. The on the settings, yellow is down volume, blue is up volume. So if I click on this, it brings up this tab right up here. So then you hit your settings, and it kind of gives you can change the size of the rows and stuff. I leave it pretty well default, but if you see, it draws a POC, which is a point of control, which is often like where that's this green dotted line right here. It's like kind of works like a magnet, I guess. It's where a lot of trading, a lot of times it will come back. And it shows you right here. There you go. That's what I was looking for. Up volume is the blue. Down volume is the yellow. And then value area up, value area down. If you take that POC off, it's just that green broken dotted. That's how I got mine, is a broken dot so I can see it easier. You can change it to a straight line or dotted line or dashed line. Okay, anyways, that's where if I look on bigger time frames, if you look on bigger time frames, you can see gaps in trading. What happened? So that's what, like when it's come down to here right now, I know it's going to be pretty easy if we lose this level here about 539. Let me put it on 6 hour. So when we when I seen it lose this one the other day, you see this gap? That's what I had been looking for. for that drop that we got. There was one kind of here, a little bit of a volume gap, so we got a drop. It came down real quick. And then it chewed through this, and then you had another gap in volume. Let me take it and just from this run here, from that point up. Now, I've just caught this last run up, and I knew that's what I was looking for. That 549, when we lost the 549, look at this huge gap right here. That's why it fell so hard so fast. There was just no, when it went up back here, it probably was up on low volume. Excuse me. Okay. So, my next thing that I had looked for, and I missed the trade. It was my own stupid fault. But when we lost this one right here, see this area of trading, I felt like we were coming on. I think we could come on down to 533 now. Now, probably in a straight shot, but when we lost 539 the other day, we picked up a little bit of a wick on this last candle. That's a 6-hour candle. It was starting to come back up a little bit. But I would dare say we could get down to 534, 533. That's your next chunk of volume here. And I guess I'm going to try to get Josh to explain this better to me too. I guess you can say this was more up volume here, the blue, and less of the down volume. So I think when we get here, we could expect more of a bounce. Now, if you zoom on out and look, and I'm just going to take this off for just a second, it looks like a perfect double top. So to confirm that, though, you have to come all the way down here and break this neckline to get on down back in. I don't know that we'll come down that far. I don't know. I don't know what Josh expects either, but I'm anxious to see. I definitely think we can come on down. Another thing that I saw, when you pull up the daily, of course, it's not bringing in after hours, I guess, in pre-market on the daily. So that's why I had this level chose the other day at 549, and I gave that play because of this gap right here. See this, how we gapped way up on the run up, and I knew when we lost that level, it was going to gap back down fast, and it did. Look at that big red devil candle we got. So anyways, I'll do it one more time, and it's better on longer time frames. I guess it's more accurate. I've got it saved on mine. There's a few different volume profiles you can use. I think Josh uses visible range volume profile. I'm not real familiar with it, but I'll usually use fixed range or session. Now the session volume profile, it blocks off each day for you, so you can use it during day trading some. I'll do the fixed range, start from the last trading day and just go back to as far as you want to go. I'm just trying to catch this last move up, and you see it brings it up for you like that, and it just shows you where most trading happened, the largest volumes of trading. And the more you zoom in, the more it kind of makes sense to you. When we lost that level there, that's why we come down so hard. And then we caught right here because of this volume. That's why we stopped and caught right there. Now, if we lose this, 539 probably. Again, you got to go 6 hour to see the. There you go. So it was coming on down. We've already lost it. 538, 537. So I'll be looking for this thing within the next week or so. We could definitely test 533. As quick as this is dropping, it could happen in a day or so. Won't surprise me a bit. All right. So I hope that helps. One of my brothers in the Discord was asking. I'm not crazy able to explain it super in depth, but that gives you the tools to know how to find where previous trading happened at. If you go, I'll just take it off now, and let's go to like a 15-minute chart. Reset it. Now, if you wanted to use the session volume profile, now let's zoom in, and it's going to show you throughout the day where your you usually gotta, let me do the settings on it, so you can come up here to where these are. It's a drop down tab, and you hit it again, settings, and I like to know value area high, value area low, and the POC, the point of control, excuse me. Okay, and go back to inputs, and you can choose to extend those to the right. It'll just bring it all the way to the side of the screen. The value area high, value area low. That's the session. That's the day, like the daily session. So one of the traders I had traded under a little bit before, they would use the session volume profile, and what they would say was, this is set at 10:30, is how they gauged it. So they waited till after the first hour of trading to see where the high and the low was set, and his prognosis was 80% of the time it will trade within that range, but until like if it breaks it, then he would always say if it breaks it, you buy it. So like right here, there was no way to know it on this one. It was the first few candles, but when it came back down into the value area, you could have went short, or you could have waited till value area low down here and got long to ride it back up to value area high. And he would say that that's set after the first hour. Like a day like this, with these big falls, once it breaks the high, the value area high or value area low, break it, you buy it. Break it, you buy it. Or you trade the range. It just kind of shows you where most of the trading happened that day. Like this one here, this big bar, that was your POC, which is where a lot of the trading happened. And it'll come back to that mark a lot of times. I'm not crazy good with this one, but maybe that helps somebody a little bit. So the big one is for me, that I like to use. I'll go to like a 1 hour or a 4 hour. Zoom out. Drop down tab. Fixed range volume profile. Start at the beginning. Come back to where you want. Click again, and then it brings it up. All right. Hope that helps, guys. I'll post this, and I'll see you Monday morning trading. By the way, if you watch this and you're not subscribed, go subscribe and join the Stocks with Josh Discord. You will not regret it.